This was an old apartment building and they have turned it into a building full of cafes. So there's coffee shops, restaurants, little boutiques to get souvenirs, locally made stuff. There is an elevator, but you do have to pay, so it works out to be like 11 cents US per person. Otherwise there's stairs. It seems to be more popular to take the stairs. Was so nice. Back at the hotel, of course it started raining. It was such a hot day today, and then yeah, when I left the pho place, the skies looked really dark and I walked home and it started pouring rain. So I'm back at home, snuggly buggly. The pho was really nice. So that is like a Michelin rated pho place. If you're here in Ho Chi Minh City, check it out. I had the beef shank pho. The broth was really nice. It's a small place, so I walked in at the same time as this other lady and there was only one table left. So she was like, do you want to join me? And we ate together, which was really nice. I find like solo traveling, sometimes you have experiences like that where you just meet random people and you're like, cool, it's not that deep. We can share a meal together. She is from Indonesia and I think she arrived today. So that was nice. The food was really good. And then the apartment cafe apartments, whatever it's called, that was cool. So it's an old apartment building that they've renovated. It's mainly cafes, but yeah, like some restaurants, some like trinkety souvenir type stores, locally made stuff. One of the first places I went into was like a local perfumery type thing. So yeah, it was cool. I would say I saw the most unique souvenirs there. Everywhere else I've gone so far has like pretty much the same souvenirs. So if you're looking for like more unique pieces, check out there. I mean, it's free to go. Obviously you just have to pay for what you buy. To be honest, you can cram a lot in one day. Like most of what you want to see in Ho Chi Minh is like in the same kind of area. I'm just stretching it out because I'm here for like 10 days. So I've just decided to like do 1 or 2 things per day rather than cram it all in. Good morning. Let's get ready for the day. Today is not going to be a very exciting day. I apologize in advance. I desperately need to do laundry. I have a big bag of it. So first things first, I'm going to go and get coffee and breakfast at a coffee shop I have not been to yet. So that's gonna be nice. And then I'm gonna come back and grab my laundry. I found a coin operated laundry like quite close to here. So that's the plan. And depending on what time I finish, I mean, I definitely wanna grab Vietnamese food for dinner, obviously. But yeah, depending on what time I finish, maybe I will do a bit of sightseeing because there's still a few places I want to visit whilst I'm here in Ho Chi Minh. So stay tuned for this very exciting day. So I'm back at the hotel. Originally I was gonna go to like a coin operated laundry where you would sit and wait for your washing to be done. But there was a place on the corner of the same street where it's like you drop your laundry off, they do it for you and you pick it back up. They told me to come back for 8 p.m. So that's the plan. I walked a little bit further along the street and got a banh mi. Whilst I was eating it, I felt this way when I ate the Vietnamese pancake. I was like, so happy, the food is so good, but at the same time I'm like angry, like how am I going to like where do you go in life after having like a banh mi in Ho Chi Minh City? Like it's all downhill from here. What am I gonna do? It was just so good. I find like the freshness of the food here and the different textures of like the fresh vegetables Anyway, the French baguette was super fresh, super nice. I got the chicken, grilled chicken. The vegetables are so fresh. But my only complaint was I would probably want more coriander. So they ask you if you want chili and coriander, because I guess people have like allergies to coriander, or they don't like spicy food. I love spicy food. I love coriander. So I would probably ask for extra coriander next time, but it was really good. It was really good. Anyway, I'm just gonna chill at the hotel until I need to go and collect the laundry. I might leave a bit earlier if I'm hungry, grab something to eat, and then pick up my laundry. We'll see. But yeah, I might just chill here and read my book. Have quite a quiet day. All right, I picked up my laundry. I didn't realize they took my my bag from IKEA, but it's okay. It was just an IKEA bag. All right, we're back at the hotel. I stopped at a Korean bakery and I got just a sandwich for dinner. It is a chicken and avocado sandwich. I'm signing out. See you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, you are a YouTube channel or?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, but I'm new. So you won't be famous yet, maybe in a few years.
You can give me the link and I can follow you. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
It's up to you. Need to cut this one? The meat, this one is called a white paper. It's like a white. You need that. You take the later. You need the sauce. Right? And push right here. Okay. Can you eat everything?
Yeah, everything.
Everything, right?
What do you have? Coriander and basil?
Coriander, mint, and I forgot the name in English.
I think it's basil or basil, I think.
No, it's not a basil.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, and this one is called a purple leaf. You know this one?
No.
No.
But I'll eat it anyway.
Yeah, it's a local.
Okay.
Okay, carrots, pineapple, and a cucumber. Okay, and you put the pancake on there. Make the cinnamon. You eat with the sauce, just eat with the sauce.
Okay,
Thank you
perfect.
so much. Thank you.
Another day, another Vietnamese pancake. It was really good. In talking to the waiter, he said that that restaurant, Hong's Kitchen, is a sister company to the other restaurant I went to where I had the Vietnamese pancake last week. Both very good. All right, I'm at Lin Coffee. So I got the tiramisu that is recommended, and then I got a drip over coffee. It has milk in the bottom, and then coffee on top.
Stockings needed mending. See how they run. Lady Madonna, baby at your breast.
OOTD. I wear the same thing all the time, so it's not that exciting. It's Friday. I'm really hoping to hear back about my DTV visa today. I googled, so the Thai consulate office closes at 5 p.m. So I have until 5 p.m. If I do not hear anything, then it's gonna be a next week vibe. So my flight is booked for tomorrow. So this evening, if I don't hear back, I'm gonna have to change my flight. And then I'm supposed to check out of this hotel 12 p.m. tomorrow. If I have to extend, I will be moving hotels because I've had a few issues with this one. So yeah, I guess I'll have to make those decisions after 5 p.m. First things first, I really need a coffee. I'm just gonna go to Highland Coffee on the corner, which is like their local coffee chain, like Starbucks kind of vibe. I need to go to the ATM, and then I'm gonna go to the Fine Arts Museum. And today is a banh mi day. So I had a chicken banh mi before. I would like to try beef. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much.
The coffee in Vietnam could wake the dead, I think. I've been getting it with, I don't normally drink my coffee with sweetener, but you know, when in Rome, I've had it with condensed milk here, and it definitely helps with how strong the coffee is. But today I just got a normal iced coffee with milk, and it is strong. All right, it's time to get some culture in us and go to the Fine Arts Museum. I actually love museums. It's one of my favorite things to do in a new city. Here we are. So the ticket is 30,000 dong, which is like $1.15 US. Oh, the stained glass door is so pretty. Also the tiles. Oh my God, look at this elevator. You could not pay me enough money to get into that. I think I would get stuck in it. Touristy area though, so just be warned. It's very warm. There we go, I got the beef today. I think I actually prefer the chicken because the beef is like, you can see it's like a beef patty, whereas the chicken was like grilled chicken. It's still good though. This place is called Like Coffee Banh Mi. I preferred the chicken one that I had here the other day. I didn't like the beef as much. But fair warning, if you come here, it's in a really touristy area, and you get approached by vendors like every 20 seconds. So every 20 seconds whilst you're eating, you're like, no thank you, no thank you. People trying to sell like cigarettes, phone protectors, souvenirs, doing the shoe cleaning and stuff like that. So it's a little bit irritating. Guess what? My DTV visa got approved. I'm gonna go home tomorrow. So the Thai consulate closes at 3:30 p.m. here in Ho Chi Minh City, but internally they close at like 5 p.m. So I'm like, I'll give it till 5 p.m. and then I need to change my flight because my flight is booked for tomorrow, and I need to book a hotel for the next couple of days. It could potentially have taken until like next Wednesday. Anyway, it was like minutes to 5. I was at a coffee shop, my favorite coffee shop, Lin. I think I might have to go back there like one more time tomorrow morning before my flight. Yeah, minutes to 5, I checked my email, I checked my messages, nothing. So I started looking for hotels online, and then the email came through. I'm approved to live in Thailand for the next 5 years, so until November 2030. Crazy. I'm so happy. I want to scream, but I feel like other people in the hotel will complain. I'm back in Bangkok. Sorry for the late vlog, guys. I normally upload on Sundays, but forgive me. After I got the visa approval, it was just a little bit of a whirlwind. But anyway, I'm back home now. So let's talk about me being scammed in Ho Chi Minh City. I was wondering if to post about it or not because I don't like to be negative, but I saw quite a few TikToks after the fact, after the scam happened. I saw quite a few TikToks about this particular scam and some other ones people had experienced, not just in Ho Chi Minh City, in other cities in Vietnam as well. And I wish I had seen it before because I would have avoided it. Anyway, it was my first full day there, so I had arrived the evening before, and I was just going out walking to check out the city, and I was walking through a park. I was sending one of my friends a voice note. Rowan, if you're watching this, not blaming this on you, but maybe. So when I was sending her the voice note, I decided to sit down on a bench, just chilling, sending the voice note to her. And this guy comes up to me. He has like a little toolkit kind of carry thing, and he's coming to like clean my shoes and fix my shoes. I will show you my shoes. They're super old trainers. If I was wearing like new nice trainers, I would have been like, no, I'm good. I don't want anyone to touch my new expensive trainers. But I was wearing my like really pop down Nikes, so I was like, cool, go for it. So he starts to clean them, and then he's showing me like the treads coming off, like the adhesive for the shoes. Of like, the shoes are popped down. I was just telling myself I'm gonna get them to last till my birthday in April, and then I'm gonna buy nice new sneakers. But for now, I'm wearing these pop down ones. Anyway, it started to rain, so we moved like not too far. There was like an undercover area, and his colleague was there. So he gives the other shoe to the colleague. So they are gluing the sole properly back to the shoe because it was like coming off. They were replacing the tread that had come off, or like or gluing the tread that was coming off and cleaning the shoes. And I was like, great, this will get them to last a bit longer. Fantastic. By the way, I was not barefoot whilst they're doing this. They have like a pair of slippers for me to wear whilst they're fixing my shoes. I'm like, cool, this is great. We're in Vietnam. Vietnam is cheaper than Thailand. Like, it's known to be cheaper. So I'm like, this is not going to cost much. This is great. Cool, whatever. We're chatting. One of the guys wasn't talking. The other guy seemed really nice. So he was asking me like where I'm from and all that kind of like just little chit chat, and he seemed lovely. It gets to the end. I put my shoes back on, and I was like, how much do I owe you? And I haven't like in my brain figured out the conversion. So I just have my calculator app, you know, the conversion part in the calculator app. And I typed in what he said. It was like 35 US that he wanted. And I was like, no, that's not correct. Like, what? They're both like, yeah, that's how much it's going to be. The glue costs a lot of money and the tread costs a lot of money. And I was like, what? Not only did they want me to give them 35 US, they wanted me to give them 35 US each because both of them had used their glue and their tread. I honestly was in so much shock. I could just buy new shoes for that. Like, the trainers that I'm wearing, they're Nike, but I bought them when I was in Panama, and they're like cheap, shitty, like they're not they're not worth, especially at this point, I've had them for a while, they're not worth that amount of money. I would just leave these trainers with you and go and buy new ones for less money. The good thing was I didn't even have that much cash. So I was just like, yeah, this is not happening. And I gave them, I can't even remember how much it was, but it was nowhere near 35 US or 70 US that they wanted. And I left. Later that day, or maybe the next day, I saw some TikToks of people talking about this same scam and some other ones. A girl was by the market and she just was wearing like flip-flops, slippers. And the guy came up to her, took them off, cleaned them, put a tread on the heel, which she was like, I didn't even need that. And then tried to charge her like around 20 something pounds. And for like flip-flops, like she could have bought probably 10 to 20 pairs of flip-flops for that amount of money. So yeah, a lot of people then were in the comments, I read them, and saying like they tend to only approach people who look like nice and a bit naive. And fair enough, I'm sure I looked quite naive. So about like a week into my trip, I was walking somewhere. I was about to cross the road, and there was I think he was a white guy walking the opposite way, and he stopped me and he's like, are you going to be walking straight ahead? And I said, yes. And he's like, there's 3 guys there. They're going to try and do something to your shoes and then scam you for money. And I was like, thank you. And I walked a little bit further and I saw like, they were basically like ready to pounce. Like 2 guys were on one side of the walkway and the other one was on the other side. I just like completely avoided that area and walked elsewhere. At the end of the day, the amount of money is not the issue for me. I think if you were like a backpacker on an extreme budget, yeah, that would be an issue. But otherwise, like $30 for me it's not like, I've blown more than that on like stupid shit. So the dollar amount is not what upset me. It's the feeling of being scammed or someone trying to scam you is not a nice feeling. It was my first full day in Vietnam, so it put like a really bad taste in my mouth. And to be fair, scamming and hustle type stuff happens everywhere, especially in like heavy touristy destinations. But for me, like here in Bangkok, I don't ever like frequent touristy areas, so I don't like, same with living in Barbados. It's a very touristy island, and I don't frequent like touristy areas, so I'm not around that type of stuff. The other like hustly type of thing I would see is Grab drivers who are not really Grab drivers. So they don't have Uber in Southeast Asia. We have Grab or Bolt, but Grab is like the more popular one, and they wear like a green uniform, and bikes are probably the more common mode of transport other than cars. So I would be like walking on the pavement, and like a guy on a bike in a Grab uniform would like mount the curb and drive like right up to me and be like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm good. I don't need if I needed transport, I would book it on the Grab app. But there are people that are not actual Grab drivers who will be wearing fake Grab uniforms, trying to hustle, and they're going to try and charge you more money. Again, I'm not like against the hustle, you know, good for you. If you want to hustle and make money, great. I'm more about like safety and security, especially as a female solo traveler. If I book a ride on the Grab app, that Grab driver is like known to the Grab app. They're registered. There's security involved. There's insurance involved. If it's just like a random guy, if you want to do that, take a risk, no problem. For me, I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to, I don't want to like risk certain things. But yeah, like you would have to tell them no like 50 times. And like you would walk a couple feet and somebody else would come up to you trying to hustle and get you to go with them. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm walking. Like I stayed really central. I didn't take Grabs my entire trip because I stayed very central and I could walk to everything. I only took a taxi from the airport to the hotel and to the hotel to the airport when I was leaving. That's it. But yeah, again, not to be negative about Vietnam. It's just if anyone's going to visit, just be aware of it, and you can avoid those kind of situations. Or if you do want your shoes cleaned and fixed, then negotiate a price before they even start doing it. On the positive, the food in Vietnam, wow. It was really, really, really good. Like the freshness, the standard of food was fantastic. I loved the coffee and the coffee shop culture. There was a lot of retro coffee shops that I went to that have like very, like stepping back in time to the 70s, like really cool coffee shops. So I will miss the food and the coffee shop culture. I would definitely like to go back and visit Hanoi and Da Nang. And most likely I will find myself back in Ho Chi Minh City at some point. So my shoes, so they are like, you know, they've had better days. So this tread would have already come off. I don't know if you could see the color difference. The lighting is terrible. But yeah, they would have put this on, and then like this shoe was kind of coming away from the, what do you call it? The sole? I don't know, whatever. You get me. So they did that. But yeah, 35 US per shoe. Come on, guys. I'm gonna leave it here for the vlog this week, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment. I will see you next week.